Get ready for a whirlwind of combat sports drama. UFC contender Arman Tsarukyan is throwing punches after a wrestling match. Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira are set for a decade-long rematch at UFC 326. We're flashing back to a legendary superfight between Silva and Henderson at UFC 82. And Brandon Moreno faces a critical crossroads after a tough loss at UFC Mexico. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
F around and find out. That's the defiant message from UFC lightweight contender Arman Tsarukyan after a wild scene erupted following his Real American Freestyle Wrestling match. Just days after securing a hard-fought 5-3 victory over Giorgio Paulus, footage emerged showing Tsarukyan shoving Paulus at the end of their bout, quickly escalating into a full-blown brawl. Both teams stormed the mat, trading blows while officials scrambled to restore order. The chaos even spilled into the crowd, as reported by Uncrowned. This incident comes as Tsarukyan is enjoying a dominant run in the UFC, having won his last 5 fights, including a recent submission victory over Dan Hooker that earned him a Performer of the Night bonus. With a professional record of 23-3, Tsarukyan is firmly in the conversation for a potential lightweight title shot against Ilia Topuria. However, this post-match scuffle adds a controversial chapter to his rising career. Fans and fellow fighters are weighing in, with former welterweight champion Bilal Mohammed commenting that Paulus's alleged dirty tactics, including head slapping, may have provoked Tsarukyan's reaction. Despite the controversy, Tsarukyan's UFC trajectory remains strong, but this incident highlights the intense emotions that can boil over, even outside the octagon. Stay tuned, because the drama is far from over with what's happening in the UFC and beyond. Next, we dive into a highly anticipated rematch that's been over a decade in the making. A decade in the making, Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira are set to settle the score in a highly anticipated rematch at UFC 326 this Saturday. Their first encounter back in August 2015, during the UFC Saskatoon main event, was cut short within 2 minutes due to a neck injury sustained by Oliveira. Since then, both fighters have ascended to legendary status, with Holloway becoming a featherweight champion and Oliveira claiming the lightweight title. Now they clash again, this time in the lightweight division. The stakes are immense, with Holloway's BMF belt on the line and the potential for a shot at Ilia Topuria's undisputed lightweight championship hanging in the balance. The UFC 326 Countdown video offers an in-depth look at this decade-long rivalry, exploring the history of the BMF title and giving fans a glimpse into the personal lives of Holloway and Oliveira as they prepare for this epic grudge match at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This fight is more than just a rematch. It's a pivotal moment for both fighters as they continue to cement their legacies in the sport. But before we get to the present-day battles, we're taking a trip down memory lane to a legendary UFC event. Get ready to relive a true superfight from UFC 82. 18 years ago, on March 1, 2008, the MMA world witnessed a legitimate superfight at UFC 82 in Columbus, Ohio. Middleweight champion Silva defended his title against the formidable Pride welterweight champion, Dan Henderson. Henderson, a 2-division champion in Pride, entered the bout as a significant threat, known for his knockout power and strong wrestling. In the first round, Henderson lived up to expectations, taking Silva down and inflicting ground and pound that put the Brazilian champion in serious trouble. This marked the first time Silva had lost a round in the UFC, a testament to Henderson's prowess. However, in true champion fashion, Silva rallied in the second round. Despite having secured his previous 8 wins by knockout and not having a submission victory since his professional debut, Silva showcased his incredible versatility by forcing Henderson to tap out to a rear-naked choke. This victory was Silva's 3rd successful middleweight title defense, and he would go on to defend the belt an astonishing 7 more times before his eventual loss to Chris Weidman in 2013. This legendary bout is a reminder of the incredible talent and resilience displayed by Anderson Silva, solidifying his status as one of the greatest fighters of all time. From legendary past matchups to the current challenges faced by top contenders, we've got it all. Up next, we break down what's next for a former flyweight champion after a surprising defeat. Brandon Moreno faced a disheartening reality on home soil at UFC Fight Night 268, suffering a unanimous decision loss to the promising prospect Loner Kavanagh in the main event. Fighting in Mexico City, a place where he struggled to find consistent success, Moreno's record now stands at just 1 win in 5 appearances. Kavanagh, who stepped in on short notice and was coming off a knockout loss, managed to largely neutralize Moreno, outlanding him in significant strikes and failing on all 8 of his takedown attempts. This defeat marks Moreno's 4th loss in his last 6 outings, raising significant questions about his future in the top 10 of the flyweight division. At 32, Moreno has a significant amount of mileage on his body from numerous grueling fights. He has openly spoken about the mental fatigue and thoughts of retirement stemming from the immense pressure of carrying the flag for his country. This loss to Kavanagh, who was unranked entering the bout, presents a critical crossroads for the former 2-time flyweight champion. He must now decide if retirement is on the horizon or if he can find a new level of performance to reignite his career. Potential future opponents for Moreno, should he continue, could include fighters like Charles Johnson or Tagir Ulanbekov, depending on their availability and rankings around a potential September return at Notch UFC. That's all the breakdown for our top stories today. Don't go anywhere, we've got a rapid-fire recap and your full call to action coming up next. What a show! Arman Tsarukyan's post-match brawl, Holloway vs. Oliveira a decade later, Silva's legendary submission at UFC 82, and Brandon Moreno at a career crossroads. We've covered it all. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment with your thoughts on these incredible stories. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.